It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Down! Blue 80!
Hey, come on out here.
White!
Come out here. Come get some.
Raider 1!
Mike, 50.
Hey, exit!
55, Mike. Watch the slant. Check, 55.
Carr now on first down.
It's our time.
He'll find his running back here, Richard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Yes. You want this.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut.
Two strike, Chief.
Check 31. Mike 55. Ready? Switch.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Move. Hey.
Five.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Easy, kill. 93. Topper. Hey. High 7.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
150, 180. 180, we're good. 180. 180.
Carr now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Carr completes it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Your trip is here.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get him, get him.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hey.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Hines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I know you feel that.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Here we go. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Come on. Hayward. You better bring it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. He wants the mic. Let him know. Let him know. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. 6 man. Check curls.
Again, it's Brissett. Going for it all. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down, Raiders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
Check. Cross.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the sled. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Go Chief.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. He's coming.
Now Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Let's go, Mike, 50.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. They're on the 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Championships, baby.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Complete to Hilton. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another.
Brissett now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the screen. 53's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
53's the mic. Hey, we're We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Escapes the defender. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
And the Raider first down.
Now, slide 85.
Watch the run. Watch
Raider 9.
South, baby. That's baby south.
Hey, Echo.
Alert. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Drop deep.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set
Steps
a tone.
away to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Carr gives to Richard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. White down. White 88.
Check. 53's Mike.
White Monday. Pick it up.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Rush in. Rush.
Pilot, 64. Weak. 637.
53's the Mike. 53. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
Screen. Watch the screen.
On third and long, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Oh, yeah.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
To throw is Brissett. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Defense, just get off the field, defense.
At the 47-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Twitch.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
To throw is Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing his Carr on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
At the 8-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today. Doing nothing today.
Watch out.
Out of the gun, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go, defense.
On third down, Brissett.
Here we go.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the... referee, and that means fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Quick throw here to Hilton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll throw again. Brissett back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Monday, down. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it. Bring it.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. 55. Hey, let's get in them holes.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
I got one.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.